The internet plays an important role in our everyday lives, whether it's for communication, searching for information, or entertainment. But the economy, healthcare, and many other areas are now also dependent on the internet. If the internet suddenly stopped working, it would cause a lot of problems. But how does the internet work in the first place? That's what this series of videos is about. The internet is a network of cables and devices that spans the entire world. In computer science, networks are used to send data, for example, from one computer or smartphone to another device. Websites or messages in a messenger service consist of data, for example, texts, images, or videos. To access this data via the internet, it is stored on servers. These servers are large, very powerful computers that are specialized for certain tasks. They are located in data centers around the world. This is a data center with many server cabinets. Each server cabinet contains several servers. These servers can contain many hard disks on which an unimaginable amount of data is stored. But how does the data get from the server to the computer? Let's assume that you have a computer that is connected to the internet via a cable. If you want to access a website from this computer, a request is sent to the server. The server then sends the requested data back, even though your computer is not directly connected to the server. Routers are responsible for forwarding the data correctly. There are edge routers and core routers. Edge routers are the routers that can be connected to end devices such as computers or smartphones. They are, so to speak, the gateway to the internet. Core routers are the intermediate stations for data transmission. They are connected to edge routers, other core routers, and servers. So if you want to access a website, your computer sends the request to the edge router to which it is connected. The edge router is located at your home. Your request is sent to the server via several core routers. There it is processed, and the appropriate data is sent back to your edge router via several core routers, and finally displayed on your computer. Special cables are needed to transmit this data across the world. The servers and core routers are often connected by fiber optic cables. The electronic data is converted into light signals and transported very quickly across many kilometers via the fiber optic cables. In addition to the worldwide network, the internet, there are also local networks. These are networks of devices within a small area, for example, within a house, a school, or a company. These local networks are called local area networks, or LANs for short. Ethernet cables are used for the cabling in the LAN. These are usually cables with 8 copper wires that transmit the data as electronic signals. They are much slower than fiber optic cables and can only transmit data up to about 100 meters. With a device with a wireless LAN connection, or WLAN for short, the transmission within the house works differently. Radio waves are emitted from a WLAN access point, which can also be built into your edge router, and these can be received by the device. Once the data has reached the edge router, the transmission works in the same way as explained before. This type of transmission is used particularly often by mobile devices such as smartphones or laptops. But you don't necessarily need WLAN to use the internet wirelessly. Smartphones and some other devices can use what is known as mobile data. These work with radio waves that are transmitted from cell phone towers over a distance of several kilometers. In this case, the technology in the cell phone towers takes on the role of the edge router. Here, all 3 types of transmission are shown again in a diagram.